Welcome to Superdude, the channel. This is Superdude. We're watching the Formula 1 2024 Qatar Formula 1 Grand Prix. Yes, we're watching the Formula 1 Grand Prix in Doha, Qatar. Funny thing about Doha, just a quick fact. I myself worked in Qatar for about a year and a half, so I kind of know this place pretty well. I kind of know Qatar pretty well. I'm just quickly checking something here. And what I can say about Qatar is it is a lot similar to Bahrain. The track is located far away from the city. That's the same with Lusail circuit. So the same with Bahrain. The Bahrain International Circuit is located far away from the city, and then that's the same with Lusail International Circuit is also located far away from the city. What I can tell you now is that there's absolutely nothing special about this track when it comes to their surroundings. Seeing that it's a desert. It's a literal desert. The only special thing that I can tell you about Bahrain, which yes, I also have been to Bahrain, and yes, I also worked in Bahrain, is that in Bahrain there's a place basically next to the Formula 1 track, next to the Bahrain International Circuit. It's a sanctuary. So it's also like one of those places where it's like like those miracle places that they've got like an international, it's on the list of international places, special places, and it's right next to the Bahrain International Circuit, which I can't find the name. I can't find the actual name of what I'm trying to say, but what I can tell you now is that it's literally Qatar's circuit is in the middle of nowhere, and I've no doubt in my mind that they've updated it since the last time I've been there. I've been there in 2011. I was in Qatar in 2011, so many years ago. And what I can say is that, yeah, very interesting place. Country is very interesting, but ultimately it's a desert, man. There's only, like, Qatar is bigger than Bahrain, and there's only one city in Qatar. There's only one main city, and it's Doha, and that's it. It's strange, man. Such a strange situation, but yeah, okay, fine. So I'm just giving you some insight. I'm giving you insight you might not have, you might want to know, maybe you don't want to know, you don't care about it, that's fine, don't worry about it, forget I even mentioned that. And here we go, we're about to get started. I've updated my graphics of my screen a little bit. I've got some cool stuff going on my screen. And yeah, we are right. Fernando also starts 8th place. That's cool. So if you don't know this, Verstappen qualified pole position yesterday, but he got a penalty, a 1 position penalty, because of what happened before Russell started his qualification lap. So a warm-up lap. So basically all the experts are saying that Verstappen has got wheel graining issues, that his car's tires will not last in comparison to most of the cars in the front. So most of the cars in front, their tire wear is mostly acceptable levels. But it seems like the Red Bull, specifically because Verstappen is the only Red Bull in front, it seems like his Red Bull has got some high degradation, high graining on his wheels. I believe it's his front left wheel. I could be wrong, but it's either his front left or front right wheel. I can tell you, like, I don't really want to give my honest opinion. Fine, it's my channel, so I can give my honest opinion. So basically, I don't always like to give my opinion on the FIA penalties. When it comes to being extremely harsh, I normally try and agree with them because I kind of see their point. But I feel whoever Ben Solomon, the FIA president, is firing all the wrong guys. He's firing the people that are trying to be fair, and he is keeping the people that are trying very hard not to be fair. So we're almost about to do the formation lap here for Formula 1. And I can't believe that George Russell's starting first, bro. He doesn't deserve that position. Purely on qualification merit, he doesn't deserve that position. So what I would say here is that I want the best driver to win. The problem is Verstappen's car I don't think is going to be able to compete with Russell's car. However, Verstappen might still be able to basically have a very good start. He might still be able to beat Russell before the first corner. He might. And there we go. It's now 6 p.m. my time. And I believe it's 8 p.m. where they are, or is it 7 p.m. where they are? They're just about an hour ahead of my time. So, yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say is that they can do hard, so they can do one stop, which means they stops at lap 22, or they stop 2 stops, which is lap 15 and lap 21. So, it could be a 1-stopper or a 2-stopper. So, lap 15 will be a 2-stopper for people, which might be Verstappen because he's got extra tires, extra fresh tires compared to the rest of the drivers. But I'm sure that it doesn't really matter. They will still stick with the best strategy, not the strategy that is putting more fresh tires on, because more fresh tires means more pit stop, which means you take away more time. So let's see what. So Verstappen's. We did watch the sprint race yesterday. Sprint race was not very good for Verstappen. Somehow Verstappen's car is qualifying pole position, which I'm not sure how he can qualify 6 in the sprint qualifying, and he couldn't even make top 6 in the race. But now he's qualifying pole position, and we're all wondering, thinking that he might actually win this race. If you only, look at his qualification. I personally think Verstappen has a good chance. However, that's not the point what I'm trying to say. The point I'm trying to say here is that Verstappen's car, I don't think will be able to stay with that Russell's car. I think if he gets ahead of Russell's car, he might actually be able to take this Grand Prix he might be able to stay ahead longer. But if he doesn't take the lead, I do not even think he'll get second place. That's my honest opinion. I think tire wear is too much on his car. It's sold out. So they're saying weekends attendance is sold out, but they're not saying how many people. They're saying sold out, but they're not saying how many people are there. Because guess what? In Qatar, no one really goes to Qatar, to be honest. Unless if you're forced to do a layover flight, and then they force you to they do layover flights where they purposefully delay flights. Yes, I know that, and I know it's Qatar Airways that do that. They purposefully delay your layover flights in Qatar, so you have to go to a hotel. And guess what? They include the hotels for free. But if you don't want to be delayed on your flight, it's still a massive inconvenience. Like, do you agree or not? It's your choice. You might see the fact that you get a free I'm trying to say free hotel stay as a bonus, but who knows? Okay, so as you can see, my on-screen graphics are working, but why is it so delayed on screen, bro? My new on-screen graphics are delayed. I apologize, but hey, at least I've got something new on my stream. Okay, so we're about to get started. For the race. Let's go. Verstappen starting in first, Russell second. Which of those will lead at the first corner? If Verstappen leads at the first corner, I think Verstappen might be ahead for longer in this race. If he doesn't, I don't think he will lead. Don't even think okay, he's going. Races go. I'm talking too much. Verstappen is side by side. Russell is actually trying to force Verstappen off. And Verstappen is still ahead. And then Lando Norris is on the inside of Verstappen. Bro. And now Lando Norris is behind Verstappen. Verstappen's in first place. Dude, George Russell fell behind not only Verstappen, but also behind Lando Norris. Oh, that's Oscar Piastri. That's Oscar Piastri. No, it's Russell. It's Norris. Okay, I thought for a second. At least I can use my own graphics to actually confirm. Dude, I thought it was Norris, but then I heard Piastri. That's the yellow flag. It's yellow flag, bro. Oh, turn 1 is yellow flag. Okay, good. Dude, Colapinto. What is Colapinto doing, bro? This is the start. Dude, Verstappen did exactly what he needed to do. Verstappen, I do apologize if the on-screen is a little bit delayed. I can't do much about it, man. It's just the way it is. I don't know why it's doing that, to be honest. So 2 laps have passed. Let me refresh it and see if it works. Okay, so I have refreshed. Dude, it's still doing the same thing. Why is it showing? I just refreshed it and it's showing. Okay, fine. So it sounds like Colapinto was hit by Ocon, it seems. Okay, so we're watching the replay. It's yellow flag. It's safety car. I mean, it was yellow flag. Now it's safety car. We're watching the replay. We are seeing that Verstappen is making sure that Russell realizes that he's the king of the road. Oh, so it's Nico Hülkenberg into Ocon into Colapinto. So you're right on board with Esteban Ocon. We should be on board with Hülkenberg, to be honest. So we're watching what happened. Why there's a safety car. We're watching what happened. Oh, he should have braked. It is Ocon. That is Ocon's fault because he should have braked for. He should have braked for Hülkenberg. Yeah, Ocon drove into the back of Hülkenberg and then took out Colapinto as well. So Ocon drove into the back of Colapinto and We're just watching a replay of Stroll hitting Albon. Yeah, it seems like Stroll had understeer and then hit the side of Albon, but the thing is that Zhou Yu is also Zhou Yu is making fun of Stroll as well, dude. No one. It seems like all the drivers are against Stroll, dude. It seems like Stroll is like this black sheep and no one likes Stroll. All the drivers, like Zhou Yu, a driver that rarely makes it into the points, or maybe doesn't even make it into the points. Even he is, you know, giving some really colorful language towards not using bad language, but he's just, you know, you can see he's not really happy with Stroll being in front of him and causing issues for him for his own race, because basically Zhou Yu had to go off the track. So it seems that Hamilton might have a penalty, bro. I'm telling you, if FIA does not give them a penalty, because remember, they're giving Verstappen strange penalties, dude. They're giving him a penalty because George Russell had to slow down for him and then went off the track all by his own self. And then they decide, okay, so let's just do a quick position check. So Verstappen's in first, Norris is in second, Russell's in third, Leclerc is fourth, fifth is Piastri, sixth is Carlos Sainz, seven is Perez, eighth is Perez in seventh, great. Alonso is in eighth, Hamilton is in ninth, Yuki Tsunoda is in 10th, Magnussen's 11th, Gasly in 12th, Bottas in 13th, Lawson 14th, Zhou in 15th, Albon in 16th, Stroll in 17th, Hülkenberg, Ocon and Colapinto is out. I think Hülkenberg might still be on track. Colapinto noted. So sorry, Ocon, Hülkenberg and Colapinto's noted. I wonder what okay, look here, Verstappen did exactly what he needed. He did exactly what he needed to do. Like, even though people don't like the fact that Verstappen is driving the way he's driving, he's doing exactly what he needs to do. As a driver, he realizes he's not on the best car. He's using what he has to his fullest extent. So I have complete respect for the fact that Verstappen is doing what he needs to do. As long as he doesn't force these drivers any more off the track, because let's face it, if you force them off the track, people are going to start saying why. And the problem people also have is they saw yesterday in the sprint race that Lewis Hamilton and Leclerc went side by side. But the thing that they don't want to accept is that Lewis Hamilton's a no one's championship. Lewis Hamilton is not. Are we just watching the start where Verstappen is trying to pass Russell? And now all of a sudden we've got Verstappen. So yeah, safety car is about to end. Safety car is about to end. We had a safety car collision between Ocon, Colapinto and Hülkenberg. The main issue I would say is still Ocon, because Ocon went into the back of Hülkenberg, which he also then took out Colapinto. So my personal opinion is Colapinto is the problem there. And now Verstappen is about to let the race get started. Verstappen is about to let this race get started again. Safety car is in. Lando Norris is right on top of Verstappen. Lando Norris right on top of Verstappen, boys and girls. I do apologize if the graphics on screen is laggy. I apologize for that. I can't do much about it. If you see it move, be happy. If you don't see it move, I can't do much about it, you know. So Verstappen is just acting like he's... Oh, there he goes, he goes. He pretended to heat up his tires and then immediately said, okay, now I'm going. And now Verstappen goes full beans, going down the straight. Remember, when he goes down the straight, the McLaren can actually pick him, use his slipstream and actually... Okay, but they don't have DRS yet. Charles Leclerc is battling Piastri. What? Did Piastri pass him? Piastri passed Leclerc, bro. Piastri passed Leclerc. Oh my goodness, Leclerc was sleeping. Please, no more crashing. No crashing, please, people. So Verstappen is ahead. It looks like he's already slowly but surely taking the lead. If yesterday is a sign of how fast Verstappen is, I can't see Norris staying with him. I can't see Norris staying with Verstappen, man. I think the guy ahead always has, so the guy right in front, that is why I said, if Verstappen does not take the lead at the first corner and he stays behind Russell, he will probably not even stay second. Because the guy in the lead has the advantage. I think in this track specifically, the person in the lead has so much more, let's say, he's got so much more, what is the right word? You have more trust in your race car, more confidence. There we go. That's the right word. The word that all the commentators use. He's got more confidence. Verstappen has more confidence because he's got free air. No one ahead of him. No one is going to break him, slow him down. He can use the track to his fullest. He can maximize his performance. So I believe Verstappen should. Okay, actually Norris is not. Norris is keeping within range of Verstappen. Nice. But now it looks like Piastri. It looks like Piastri is about to challenge Russell. Piastri is about to challenge Russell. Now Russell is going to get some of his payback. Or should I say, Russell is going to get some of his medicine because yesterday he was attacking Piastri. Now Piastri is attacking him from behind. Yesterday I'm talking about, of course, is the sprint race. I don't know why I'm saying things without saying it properly. But so the DRS should be on in the next few laps. If it isn't on already, the DRS might have already been activated. However, while I'm saying that, I'm flubbering all over my words here. But what I'm trying to say is Verstappen is now leading Norris almost 1.5 seconds. All of a sudden, Verstappen is pulling away from Norris slowly but surely. Oh, now Alonso. Alonso is falling behind in 12th place. 4th positions. He's lost 4 positions, boys and girls. Lost 4 positions. That is bad, man. 4 position lost. So as you can see on screen, you can see for yourself who is second, who's first. I do apologize if it keeps like it looks like it's buffering, but it's not buffering. It's just the software I'm using that's doing that. The software is trying to figure out where the drivers are on screen, and it's probably because it's going through some load issues maybe. So yeah, we have Norris. Norris is still trying to stay with Verstappen. 1 point. Fastest lap now for Verstappen, 1 minute 26.5. I think Verstappen can win this race. However, Lando Norris is not making it easy. Piastri is still very close to Russell. Piastri can do something to Russell if he really wants to. I think it might affect him and might affect his tires being so close to Russell. So Piastri might stop trying to attack Russell. Piastri, I think if Russell doesn't get past within the next 3 laps, I think Piastri is going to fall back. I don't think Piastri is going to stay behind Russell that close unless so Lance Stroll is going into the pits and most likely will be retired. All of them are on medium tires. So all cars on medium tires, except for Hülkenberg and Stroll. But Stroll will exit the race, and Hülkenberg is in 16th place, basically second to last. So lap 24 is when we will expect the first pit stop if it's 1 stop. Lap 17 is when we will expect a pit stop if it's 2 stop. So if it's a 1 stop, lap 25 or 27 did I say? And lap 25. And then lap 17 is when they will stop if it's a 2 stopper. So lap 17, if they stop lap 17, it means that it's a 2 stopper. If they stop at lap 25, it means it's a 1 stop. So we have to keep an eye on when they stop, when they pit. So we've got Lance Stroll in the pits. Lance Stroll in the pits, boys and girls. Lance Stroll in the pits. I do apologize if the graphics are a bit laggy. No, it's not your screen and it's not your internet. It's not my internet as well. It's just the software I'm using that unfortunately, it's very uneven. Very uneven, but Lance Stroll is in the pits. No, they actually pitted him. They pitted him. They gave him fresh tires. Fast lap again for Verstappen. 1 minute 26.2. Verstappen is pulling away from Lando Norris. 1 minute 26 seconds. 1 minute and 1.5 minutes. 2 years with the same problem. Yeah, so basically, Aston Martin seems to have a problem with top speed. Alonso is not happy with that Mercedes engine, man. See, that's the problem with being a customer engine, man. A customer engine, you don't know. Oh, Lando Norris making mistakes. Lando Norris is making mistakes. Fernando Alonso going off the track. Oh, poor Alonso, man. His car is not up to scratch, man. Fernando Alonso is angry, actually. Dude, it's lap 9 and only now they're mentioning that Hamilton has a false start. It's lap 9 and only now is the British bias stewards mentioning that Hamilton might have a false start. Wouldn't that be the first thing you would do? Oh, start. Oh yeah, he's got a false start. Okay, show us his false start. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's a false start, man. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton literally admitted to doing the false start. Lewis Hamilton admitted to doing the false start, and even now he's still waiting for the FIA to make a decision, bro. Okay, so finally Lance Stroll has been retired. Is that Lance Stroll or is that Alonso? Is that Lance? Is that... Yeah, Stroll. Stroll is in the pits, yeah. Stroll is in the pits. Stroll is now officially retired. He's no longer in the race. I'm not gonna use any ableist language at all, as the British would say. I'm not gonna use any ableist language. I don't know why I even thought about using ableist language. I do apologize for you know, outing myself, exposing myself for thinking about ableist language. I apologize for that. I should not allow that to happen. So Piastri is in 4th place. He is still close behind Russell. Piastri is just staying with Russell, which means his car is faster than Russell's car. Kevin Magnussen going side by side. Oh, Yuki Tsunoda pushing Magnussen off the track. Oh my goodness. And Magnussen said, no, buddy, I'm still going to fight you for this, for the next corner. Dude, Magnussen has got some you know, some cojones, should I say. I don't believe that. That is a bad word, so I'm just going to use that word instead of the B word. Dude, that is interesting. So now it's Zhou Yu versus Alonso versus Gasly versus Tsunoda. So Gasly now passing Yuki Tsunoda. Gasly, Yuki Tsunoda moving on the braking. Dude, Yuki Tsunoda is going to get a penalty, bro. Yuki Tsunoda is going to get a penalty because he's moving under braking. I'm telling you, you know what I don't understand is these stewards aren't enforcing their own rules. You're not supposed to move under braking. And yesterday we had drivers moving under braking, and stewards do not worry about those things. As long as they can penalize Verstappen, they're happy, man. Yeah, that's moving under braking. See, I said it and then Ocon said it, so yeah. Sorry, Gasly. Gasly just called it and I can agree with him. That's exactly what just happened. F1 Academy winner. F1 Academy. I'm just gonna laugh, but I won't say, I won't use any ableist language whatsoever. I'm not gonna use any ableist language. You know, F1 Academy. I'll just shake my head and let's continue. Liam Lawson, penalty for what? Verstappen faster lapper again. 1 minute 25.8. Is that 1 minute 25.8, right? .808. Dude, this on-screen graphics is great, man. My on-screen graphics is perfect. Shows me exactly what I need to know. Thank you, on-screen graphics. Okay, yeah, so Verstappen is 2.1 seconds ahead of Norris, bro. Verstappen is absolutely making Norris realize that if he wants to beat him, he has to beat him. And at the moment, it doesn't seem like Norris can beat it. But remember, like I said in the start of the stream, like I said at the start of the stream, I believe that Verstappen's Red Bull has got a higher degradation. I believe it's his front left. Front left tire has high degradation because of the car and because of the way it drives and the way the car is made. It's just unfortunate that the Red Bull, I think, will have that issue. My goodness, bro. Verstappen will get 26 points if he holds on to the fast lap of the race. Now remember, it's too early to call. Lap 13 out of lap 57. Too early to say. Holy crap, boys and girls. This is going to be interesting. So first of all, Perez is in 7th place. Can everybody just give a hand, give an applause to Perez? He's in 7th place. He's at least he's far away from 10th. He's up into 7th. This is decent points when you're Perez. Trust me, if you are Perez and you're in the 2nd Red Bull, this is decent points, and I'm happy. I am here to see that, and I'm happy, and I think we should all congratulate Perez. And I know it's too early. I know the race hasn't finished, but seeing him in 7th place and knowing that he didn't get there because of pit stops. No, he got there by starting the race, staying in his position, and then ultimately now he's in 7th place. So that is good job, bro. Good job. Good job for Perez. Can anybody give a hand to Perez? He's in 7th place, please. Very good job from Perez. I'm happy. I'm seriously happy. Perez definitely deserves it. Deserves to get a hand of an applause. Okay, so now we're watching Liam Lawson. Oh, hitting. Who did he hit? So Liam Lawson hit someone. Who did he hit? So that's the reason why I got the penalty, and I didn't see who he hit. Now Norris is faster at 1:25.7. Oh my, Norris is coming back. Norris coming back, boys and girls. And why are the FIA stewards lap 14 telling us they're still investigating it? They're still investigating Hamilton's false start. It is a false start. Why is Dude, FI, they need to fire all of those people at FI. Fire all of them and start from scratch. Fire all of the FI staff and start from scratch, please, because there's a problem there. There's seriously, it's lap, dude. We're talking about the first seconds. Finally, Hamilton gets a penalty, and let me guess, it's a 5-second, right? Yep, 5-second, not a 10-second, a 5-second, because they'll give him the minimum amount of penalty that they can possibly give him. 5-second penalty for Hamilton, bro. Hamilton is going to have problems in Ferrari next year. I don't know, like, if you're a Hamilton fan, I apologize what I'm about to say because you're not gonna like it, but I promise you, it's the truth. I promise you, it's the truth. Is that if Hamilton goes to Ferrari next year, which we all know it's a done deal, and you will go to Ferrari. Do you know Ferrari's strategy team has never been tested? Ferrari's under investigation, Alonso rejoining unsafe. Come on, man, it wasn't unsafe. I don't think that is correct. I don't think Alonso, unless they can show an onboard of the guy who was supposedly... Now, fastest lap of the race is Leclerc. Leclerc, 1:25.6 for Leclerc. So, Norris is still about 2 seconds. Norris is staying 2 seconds, which is interesting, which means Norris has pace. Norris has pace, has performance, yet he can't stay with Verstappen. Look, I still believe Verstappen is in a very bad situation with his tires. I think Verstappen's tires won't make it. I personally believe that. So if anybody pits within the next 2 laps, it means they're doing 2 stops. So if Verstappen pits at lap 17, if Verstappen pits at laps, you will see it on screen. You will see that it will show pit at the bottom. So when you see Verstappen's name, 1VER, you will see the M, which is the tires, and just below, just on the right side of them, it says pit 0. If it shows pit 1, it means Verstappen's in the pits. So far, no one is in the pits from the leaders. Speculation that Zhou Guanyu might go to Ferrari. Fastest lap now for Lando Norris again, 1:25.5. Lando Norris pushing his McLaren, bro. I'm pushing 100%, bro, says Yuki Tsunoda. 100%, bro. I've never heard Yuki Tsunoda say bro, but I heard it here for the first time. Yuki Tsunoda saying bro. Live on TV. Okay, so Verstappen is still ahead. He's maintaining his 2-second gap more or less to Norris. I think Verstappen is more trying to save his tires, but I don't think he can save his tires. I think the pace that Verstappen is doing, I don't think he can necessarily save his tires. Dude, Piastri is still close behind Russell, man. If Russell can pass, if Piastri is so close, why isn't he trying to make a move on Russell? Dude, Piastri, can you pass already, bro? He's so close. Yeah, so it seems... Oh, yeah, he lost. Oh, he made a mistake. We're on board with Piastri. He made a mistake. Now, false lap again for Norris. 1 minute 25.50. It's not massive gains, but he's definitely gaining. It's not massive gains, but... okay, so it seems towards the later part of the track. So all the sections where there are tight, fast corners, so that'll be... I don't have the numbers of the corners, but that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So from corner 10. From corner 10 till the final corner before you go to that long straight, it seems that, you know, the McLarens are just faster there. They're showing us the replay, but we were just live seeing it. So if anybody pits right now, it's a two-stopper, boys and girls. Is anybody going to come into... I would say Verstappen might actually come into the pits. If his tire wear is that bad, he will probably come into the pits. Leclerc is on the radio. Let's check pressure, tire pressures. The way I drive, puncture is likely. Pressures are fine, Charles. Pressures are fine, says the team to Leclerc. So now Verstappen goes faster, and immediately Lando goes even faster. Okay, show us. Lando Norris 1 minute 25.3. So what was Verstappen's fastest lap? I do have the graphics here. So Verstappen is 1 minute 48, sorry, 1 minute 25.46, I believe. And Lando Norris is 1 minute 25.39 or 38. So Verstappen, Lando Norris is trying to catch Verstappen, dude. And the reason why Lando Norris is able to do that is because of those corners that I said, those fast corners from corner 10 till before that long straight. So the McLaren is performing really well around the corners. So it's taking those corners very well is the McLaren, which means that the McLaren does have a slight advantage here. McLaren has a slight advantage, definitely. Russell is now 4 seconds behind. 4 seconds behind Norris, bro. Russell is nowhere. Norris is trying to force Verstappen to make a mistake. Verstappen goes faster again. 1 minute 25.0. Dude, that's a fast lap, buddy. But that's a real fast lap. That's a true fastest lap, man. Yeah, so it seems the Mercedes are not able to stay with Norris or Verstappen. So that Russell's... Dude, Piastri has got a better car. He has to be able to pass Russell, man. See, yeah, so what I was trying to say with Ferrari and Lewis Hamilton... I was just getting so excited because I can see that Norris and Verstappen are trying to push each other. Or should I say Norris is pushing Verstappen, trying to push Verstappen. Because remember, he hasn't actually passed Verstappen, or he's not close enough to pass Verstappen yet. But, so what I was trying to say with Ferrari, I know if you're a Lewis Hamilton fan, you will not like what I say now, but I will say it because it's actually true. Mercedes and Red Bull are the only two teams that have the strategy team that can win world championships. And make world champions. So Mercedes and Red Bull, Did I say Mercedes and Ferrari? Mercedes and Red Bull are the only two teams that have got the best strategy team in the business. So if you want to lead a championship, if you want to win a championship, especially if your car is somewhat decent, I don't know, Norris was on the team radio and I didn't hear what they were saying. I really couldn't catch it. Valtteri Bottas goes around Yuki Tsunoda. Valtteri Bottas goes around Yuki Tsunoda. V-Carb is nowhere. The Racing Bulls, let's just call them Racing Bulls, are nowhere, bro. Honestly, if that is Audi's new performance package, then that is good, I think. Because it's faster than Albon, it's faster than Hülkenberg. Okay, but Hülkenberg did have that collision at the start, so you can't really... Dude, Verstappen is gonna win. He doesn't have to win, right? Pause the lap again from Verstappen. 1 minute 24.8. Verstappen, fastest lap again. 1 minute 24.8. Verstappen's doing qualification laps here, bro. Stay ahead of Norris. But he's not pulling away from Norris, which is so funny, bro. It's such a strange thing when you look at that gap and you see, well, Verstappen is faster, but he's not building a lead. Norris is staying right there. Norris is staying right on top of Verstappen. Verstappen is... Okay, so it says the undercut if they are doing it the way they're doing it right now. So remember... So it seems that nobody in the top 10 are doing two stoppers. Nobody in top 10 positions are doing two stoppers, which means they're going to stop at lap 25. Within the next 4 laps, we will see Verstappen and Norris. So Norris was faster at lap 17. He was faster in lap 19, but in lap 18 is where Verstappen was way faster than Norris. Dude, Verstappen is just doing what he needs to do, eh? Russell's now 5 seconds behind Norris. Russell has no chance, bro. I don't even know why Russell... Dude, Russell got pole position gifted to him, and he couldn't even hold on to second. And remember, he can't hold on to it because his car's not fast enough. That's basically it as well. His car is just not fast enough. Showing Valtteri Bottas, he probably oversteered. Yep, he went off. Oh, sparks and dust. I want to hear what Verstappen and his race engineers has to say to each other. Norris is staying 2 seconds, like he's staying just under 2 seconds. Now he's exactly 2 seconds, but he's staying right there. He's not like Lando Norris is chasing Verstappen, definitely. Norris has got 50%, Verstappen's got 50% deploying energy. They're showing recharge. If you don't know, this is the KERS, Kinetic Energy Recovery System, where they can use battery electronic assisted performance to help them, you know, push the car a little bit higher. I think is what did they say is like 50 brake horsepower, or is it 100 brake horsepower? Between 50 to 100 brake horsepower does this electric energy recovery system give performance if deployed. For fast lap now from Lando Norris 124.8. Lando Norris 124.8. Dude, I don't have any clue if Norris is going to do it or not. I'm assuming no. So now Piastri is on top of Russell. Dude, Piastri is on top of Russell. He should be able to do it. Piastri's car is faster. We've seen it with Norris. His car is faster. So of course Russell doesn't want Piastri to pass. But the most ironic thing yesterday is that Russell felt like he was so much better than Piastri, and that Piastri got an unfair advantage, help from Lando Norris, which is true. But the thing is, now he is the hunted. He is getting hunted. Yesterday, Piastri was being hunted by Russell. Now Russell is being hunted by Piastri, which is Oh! Yeah, so they basically now we're looking at Piastri. Piastri is trying to make a move on Russell, but he seems to get all sorts of out of shape basically. Oscar Piastri, they do not look like they want to put him anytime soon, dude. It's lap 24. Okay, so Mercedes, Russell's getting ready to box. Russell is boxing. First Verstappen, fastest lap of the race so far, 1 minute 24.85. Verstappen is showing Norris that yes, he has the performance in hand if needed. I still believe, so unfortunately that's a slow pit stop, 7 second, but that's bad, bro. They normally have like a 2.4 second, like 2 second, 3 second maximum, but that's a 7 second pit stop for Russell. That means his race is destroyed, dude. That is basically a 5 second penalty right there for Russell, bro. 5 second penalty, self-inflicted 5 second penalty from his team for no reason. That is bad, bro. Just underbalanced. Hamilton is asking him if the car is broken. Hamilton is going on the radio and asking his team, hey, how much faster is the guys ahead of us? 1.2 seconds faster? Is this car broken? Then the guy's like, no, it's just unbalanced. That's funny because you have to kind of ask yourself why are they I have to agree with Hamilton. I have to agree that there seems to be a problem with his car. I have to agree with Hamilton. I'm going to agree with Hamilton. There's a problem with his car. There's no doubt in my mind that there's a problem there. Dude, Perez can finish 6th place. That could be perfect. Perez could finish 6th place because they absolutely destroyed Russell's pit stop. So now Piastri has got open air. He's got no more Russell. Piastri can now, he's 8 seconds behind Norris. So let's just do a quick position check. We've got Verstappen first, Norris second, Piastri third, Leclerc fourth, Carlos Sainz fifth, Perez sixth, seventh, Hamilton, Magnussen 8th, Gasly 9th, Alonso 10th, Russell 11th, Zhou 12th, Yuki Tsunoda 13th, Albon 14th, Hülkenberg 15th, Lawson 16th place. They are putting for medium tires, it seems. Okay, Russell is on hard tires, sorry. Russell hard tires, Hülkenberg hard tires. Those are the only two guys on hard tires at the moment. So it seems they are putting for hards. So now we have to find out how much faster could that McLaren be than the Red Bull. Dude, Norris is staying just under 2 seconds no matter what Verstappen does in front. However, Verstappen is a little bit... Okay, no, Norris has the fastest lap of the race so far. Let me just see what's his fastest lap time. That's a 24.6. So Lando Norris's fastest lap is 1 minute 24.6. However, the funny thing is the Verstappen's lap time was 1 minute 24.7. So it's basically Verstappen and Norris is almost equal balanced. However, I believe Verstappen is ultimately the deciding factor as to why his car is this competitive. I don't think he's 3/10 of a... you know, it's very hard to know, man. What is Perez's fastest lap? So we can gauge how much faster Perez or slower Perez is than Verstappen. Dude, Perez is almost 8/10 slower. 8/10 slower. So Perez is almost 8. So if you have to round it off, it's almost a second slower. Like I'm rounding it off. It sounds like a second, but it's not truly a second. So Perez is almost a second slower than Verstappen now. Why is Perez that much slower than Verstappen? That's pretty insane, man. And it is in the same car. He's in a very good position right now. If Perez finishes in 6th place, I'm going to clap my hands at the end of this race. If Perez finishes this race 6th place, I'm clapping my hands for Perez because that is really good. That's exactly what we want from Perez. If he finishes in 6th place. The car is slowly beginning to turn, but not much. So they're complaining about the car not turning. So now Russell is stuck behind Alonso. Oh man, that's bad. That is bad. And remember, Alonso knows all about being penalized for some dumb stuff that George Russell is saying and doing. George Russell in the beginning of this year, Russell, the car is just not turning. So Lewis Hamilton saying the car is starting to turn and Russell saying the car is not turning. Very strange stuff going on right here. But I'm telling you, Alonso knows all about getting penalized for some nonsense that Russell is spewing. And then before this race even started, Russell was spewing some nonsense about Verstappen holding him up, even though he wasn't on his actual qualification lap. I will say this. I think the FIA got that completely wrong, bro. Completely wrong. If they paid attention to Alonso, the guy in front of Verstappen, they would have noticed Verstappen was slowing down because of Alonso slowing down. And that, George Russell decided not to slow down, even though he could clearly see Verstappen slowing down. That's a decision that Russell made, and the FIA decided to penalize Verstappen for Russell deciding not to slow down, which is absolutely stupidity. I have never been critical of FIA this much, but this is really bad, bro. Dude, Norris is catching up to Verstappen. Norris is now 1.6. Norris is 1.6 behind Verstappen. What's his fastest lap? Dude, Lando Norris has got a fastest lap of 1 minute 24.557. Sorry, 1 minute 24.537. That's what I was trying to say. But now again, Verstappen pushes up again. Now he's 1.8. So even if it seems like Lando Norris is gaining on Verstappen, Verstappen does something, and then again Norris is it's just under 2 seconds. Remember, it's just under 2 seconds. He stays just under 2 seconds. This is where we will find out pit strategy, pit stop strategy, because this is, dude, lap 29. These front guys have not pitted. Lap 29. These front guys have not pitted. They said one stop strategy will be lap 25. It's lap 29 and no one has pitted from the front. So Verstappen, Norris, no one pitted. Piastri hasn't pitted. Leclerc hasn't pitted. Carlos Sainz hasn't pitted. Perez hasn't pitted. Hamilton hasn't pitted. This is insane, man. Absolutely insane. Yellow flag, sector 1, green flag. Yellow flag, sector 1, green flag. Yellow flag, sector 1, green flag. It's switching between yellow and green. Yellow and green. Yellow and green. Track clear. Someone has lost a wing mirror? That's a middle of the straight, so that will not... Okay, so Verstappen is actually going faster these last couple of laps. But Norris is catching up to Verstappen for some reason. Yeah, so there's a wing mirror, like those side mirrors. It's on the straight. If you have any pace to Verstappen, push up to him. Yeah, he's like so Norris is very close to Verstappen right now. Very close. Williams? Okay, so they were getting ready to pit the Ferraris, and then Ferrari said no. They were about to pit Ferrari, and then the Ferrari team strategist said no, we will not pit. Dude, Lando Norris is gaining on Verstappen. 1.5. He's now 1.5 behind Verstappen. 1.5. Everybody wants to take a pit stop, but no one is doing it from the front, guys. So top 7 guys, top 8 guys, no one is pitting. They're all waiting for a safety car or something. I'm not sure what they're waiting for. Verstappen on the radio. He did not lift. Lando Norris did not lift. Now Verstappen goes faster. 1 minute 24.4. 1 minute 24.4. Lando Norris is not lifting, buddy. Oh, I think Lando Norris might get a penalty, bro. Lando Norris might get a penalty if he continues. But the problem is the FI will not give him a penalty, bro. Even if we know, even if all of us know that right now Lando Norris did not adhere to the double yellow flags, he didn't lift off. Unfortunately, I don't think FIA is going to do anything about it. FIA is not going to do anything about it, and that's a problem. And I'll tell you why they're not going to do anything about it. Because if they do something about it, it means we will already know what the result is. Because right now we don't know what the result's going to be, because Norris is so close to Verstappen. So Norris is just staying with Verstappen. Norris says, I don't care where you go, Verstappen, I'll follow you, I'm hunting you. Look, I don't want this race to be decided by yellow flags and penalties and stuff, but unfortunately this is what FIA has decided. FIA decided to give Verstappen a one place grid penalty for some nonsense yesterday. Absolute nonsense. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, if there was a consensus and everybody agreed that should be a penalty, then fine. But I could almost guarantee you no team will say that is worth a penalty. No team will say that's worth a penalty, and that's just... Norris is now 2 seconds. Norris is falling behind. Norris is now falling behind. I think he made a mistake. What are they showing us? They're showing us a replay of what? Why are they showing us this? Yeah, you see, I don't know what to say, man. Okay, so if Lando Norris gets the penalty, then we know Verstappen's gonna win. If they don't give Lando the penalty, then we all know that FIA is biased. So this is the problem with FIA. If they try and regulate Formula 1 too strictly, then it becomes a problem, because now we can all see for ourselves that if they don't penalize Lando Norris in this instant, it means that they're not following their own rules, which means that they are ultimately now become the problem. They have become the problem in Formula 1. They're no longer solving the problems that they're supposed to solve. The reason why they are there, the reason why FIA are there, is to solve the problems that we face in racing when drivers do things that they shouldn't do. But now, FIA has now become the problem, and they have now decided that they will not regulate specific situations because it's not convenient for them to do. A puncture for Lewis Hamilton. A puncture for Lewis Hamilton. Dude, we just saw that mirror got destroyed on the straight. That mirror got destroyed, and now there's a puncture for Lewis Hamilton. With all that debris, he's got a puncture, bro. Oh my goodness, a puncture. Oh man, a puncture for Lewis Hamilton. I think they should have done a safety car now. They should have done. They should not have done the. And also Carlos Sainz also has a flat tire. Carlos Sainz has a flat tire as well. Carlos Sainz flat tire and Lewis Hamilton flat tire. Okay, so Piastri goes into the pit. Piastri goes into the pit. They pit Piastri. Piastri goes into the pit. 3.3 second pit. Dude, this is crazy, bro. Oh man, there's a debris on the track and people's wheels will get flat. Oh, Carlos Sainz's car also has damage because remember he scraped the underfloor. What is going to happen when they... Oh man, they destroyed Carlos Sainz's pit stop. That's a very bad pit stop for Carlos Sainz, man. 9.8 second pit stop. 9.8 second pit stop. Norris is 2.6 seconds. So Norris has now completely decided he no longer wants to attack Verstappen. Safety car. They put a safety car out. Yeah, that's full left. That is true, man. Safety car, which means Verstappen is in the pit. Immediately Verstappen is in the pits. So Lewis Hamilton feeling sorry for himself again. I don't know why Lewis Hamilton always like... 2.5 second pit stop for Verstappen. 3.3 second pit stop for Lando Norris. Verstappen has the better pit stop, even though it doesn't matter because it's a safety car, which means Verstappen will lead the Grand Prix with hard tires. Yes, he's got hard tires on. Dude, this is insane, bro. This is a race, man. Because, you see, technically Lando Norris should get a penalty because he didn't slow down with double yellow. Remember, it's double yellow. Double yellows, he didn't slow down. And guess what? The FIA is not going to penalize him. And it's very clear why they won't penalize him. They won't penalize Lando Norris because then we know who the winner is of this race, which is Verstappen. Right now, Verstappen is leading. He went into the pits, he's leading. He's good. George Russell pits again, hard tires go on him. The 2.6 second pit stop for George Russell. Very good pit stop for George Russell. However, George Russell is no longer in the equation, man. George Russell is 7th place. Has Perez pitted? Let's quickly see. Perez has pitted, dude. Perez has pitted. He's now in 5th place. Perez has pitted. He's in 5th, dude. If Perez finishes in 5th place, great stuff, man. I would actually, honestly, I would clap my hands for Perez if he finishes the race in 5th place. I was going to clap my hands if he finished in 6th place and even 7th place, but I must say 5th place, that is really good. Lando Norris, bro. Who is behind? So the cars have to go into the pits. The cars have to go into the pits. So all the cars have to go into the pits because they're just trying to clean up that pit straight. The pit straight, if you've just joined. Now George Russell's saying, why have we put the hards on if we could have just put the mediums on? So there's not a red flag. No, they're going to the pits because they need to make way for the people cleaning up the pit straight. So Valtteri Bottas went over. So Valtteri Bottas, we're just watching Lewis Hamilton go over the debris and then losing his front tire. So Lewis Hamilton going over, and now we're watching Carlos Sainz going over the debris and losing front tire pressure. The funny thing is you don't see the tire going and deflating. Okay, so this is very interesting situation. So what happened was Alex Albon's right rear, so his side view mirror fell off his car, which don't ask me how that happened. Side view mirror fell off the car, was in the middle of the pit straight. So you see that flat line, that pit straight, that long straight on the racetrack, it fell off in the middle of the racetrack. And then Valtteri Bottas went over it. Valtteri Bottas went over it. We're watching George Russell passing someone. Was that Alonso? I'm not sure. So then the mirror was in the middle of the racetrack. Eventually someone's going to go over it. And guess what? Valtteri Bottas went over the mirror, destroyed the mirror, went scattered into pieces. And then that carbon fiber pieces of that mirror basically destroyed the tire. The front, was it front right tire? The front right tire of both Carlos Sainz and both also Lewis Hamilton's front right tire. So basically now we're trying to find out what exactly is going on with Lando Norris's penalty, because Red Bull wants that investigated, which I agree. You know, what's fair is fair. If I want to give out penalties, they have to be consistent, and I guarantee you they're not going to be consistent, because if they are consistent, this race is going to be boring. And unfortunately, they are the problem. They've created the problem with being so aggressive with the penalties. They have been so aggressive with their penalties, the FIA, that they have become the problem. Was that Piastri almost crashing into the back of Russell? Or into the back of, yeah, Russell, right? Sorry, it's Lando Norris. I thought it was Piastri. So Lando Norris forgot to slow down properly and then slammed on the brakes, and now he's got flat spots. So Lando Norris has minus. Lando Norris has basically sabotaged his own race with flat spotting his own tires. If you don't know what flat spotting your tires means, it means that you'll have less grip on that section of the tire because you have ultimately braked so hard that your tires went like sandpaper on the tar, scraping off the grip from your tires. So ultimately he's destroyed it. It's George Russell's and Lewis Hamilton. So Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas need to pass the safety car. Safety car will use start. So now the safety car will not go through the pit lane. So the reason why they're going through the pit lane is because the straight, they're trying to clean the straight from the debris. So there's a mirror that was destroyed in the middle of the pit, the race straight, the racetrack straight, and they're trying to fix and clean up the straight, not fix it but clean it up with this debris, because the debris is causing flat tires, and unfortunately they took too long to clean it, and ultimately this is what it has come to. So now Lando Norris is right behind Verstappen. So now we're going past. We're going. Oh man, Verstappen, watch out for the debris, bro. Watch out for the debris. They're zigzagging through the pit lane. Sorry, through the straight where the debris was. I believe they clean it up, but you know, you can still miss something, right? I will not be surprised if there will still be more flat tires. I'm telling you now, I don't believe they cleaned all the debris. I just don't believe it. Safety car ending. Another safety car ending, and now we're going to see if Lando Norris' car is able to stay with... Look. Lando Norris does not have the performance, the tire wheel performance that he would like it to be, because he had to use all of his braking capacity to avoid colliding with, I think, Hamilton. So it seemed like he was almost about to collide with Hamilton. So Leclerc is in 3rd place. Piastri is in 4th place. 5th is Perez. Where's... Oh, Sainz has got the flat tire issue, right? So we're about to go starting. But I do apologize if you see things happening on the screen before me. That's just the way it is. Unfortunately, the stream is a little bit delayed. That's just the way that technology works. Video footage takes a little bit longer than actual data to come through. So Albon has got soft tires. Verstappen's got hard tires. They're saying something about someone is putting on soft tires. The only car I see with soft tires is Albon. Maybe my data will show me on screen who's got soft tires and who's got hard tires. No, I don't see any soft tires here. Apart from Albon. Albon is the only guy with soft tires, man. Okay, so we're about to go starting. He's sliding. Oh, Verstappen was losing traction, bro. Verstappen was losing traction. So Verstappen was losing traction. Oh, man. He didn't push him off the track. Verstappen did not push Lando off the track. So I consider that a good pass from Verstappen. Dude, Verstappen did not back down, bro. Verstappen did not, even when Lando Norris was basically ahead. And now Piastri is trying to attack Leclerc. Carlos Sainz, 6th place. Can Carlos Sainz make up his positions? I don't know if his car is damaged or not. No, Carlos Sainz is falling behind, man. His car is damaged. Dude. Albon, so what happened was Verstappen was trying to pull away, but his tires kept spinning. He kept losing grip. As Verstappen was trying to pull away, he kept losing grip. Sergio Perez, oh man, Sergio Perez is off the track. And Hülkenberg as well, off the track. Sergio Perez and Hülkenberg went off the track. Now Perez probably might rejoin. No, Perez is out. Perez is out, dude. What is happening? Perez is out of the car. What exactly happened? Dude, this is... They're gonna have a safety car again, dude. This safety car situation was dumb, bro. Yeah, so the issue was, as Verstappen was trying to put, because remember, the guy ahead of everybody controls the restart. So Verstappen was controlling the restart, but as he was trying to put his foot down, the car lost traction. He lost traction twice. Not once, but twice he lost traction. And then Lando Norris understood, okay, you're losing traction. I am going to put my foot down, and oh, they're putting. I think they should put. I think Verstappen should put. But then again, he can't because he has first place, right? I think everybody putting now is in a very good position because they're all going to go for medium or softs. They're all going to go for medium or softs. And those are better tires. Oh, man. Trust me when I say this, we don't know who's going to win. And I will be surprised. Lando Norris, I don't think is going to win unless, of course, if he pits. But then he will... So Perez... Lando Norris was about to pass Verstappen at the start, went ahead of him. And then Verstappen was like, no, buddy. Oscar Piastri was challenging Leclerc heavily, bro. He was attacking Leclerc. Pierre Gasly was passed by George Russell. We're just watching the rip. Whoa, Pierre Gasly went straight off. Oh, so Russell is now behind Piastri? Russell is behind Piastri, bro. This is an interesting replay, man. Interesting replay. Can we see if Perez got hit? Because it's... I'm telling you now, if Perez did not get hit, nah, I don't know what he's doing in Formula 1. If Perez did not get hit from behind, and that's the reason why he went off the track, then I don't know what Perez is doing in F1. Because that is ridiculous, man. Yeah, but Carlos Sainz's car, I think, is wounded. So I believe Carlos Sainz has got a problem with his car. I think that's the main... Oh! The house of Nico Hülkenberg goes off the track. All by his own. Nico Hülkenberg went off the track all by his own. Watch this. Lost control. Yeah, the tires are not working properly. So these hard tires are probably the worst, involving car Lando under investigation, failing to slow down. Yeah, so now Lando Norris is under investigation. It seems like Verstappen that doesn't even need to challenge him anymore. Guys, the car is messed up. So Lewis Hamilton is saying his car is messed up. So now Verstappen is crawling right now because he has to decide when they're going to restart again. But remember now, he already he already fumbled his restart and very narrowly. There we go, Verstappen goes. Verstappen is playing cat and mouse with Lando Norris, bro. Verstappen is playing restart cat and mouse with Lando Norris, but oh now Leclerc might attack Lando. Leclerc might attack Lando. Leclerc is about to attack Lando. Watch this, watch this. Leclerc might attack Lando. Oh my goodness, he couldn't do it. He couldn't make it stick. Leclerc almost passed Lando at the start. Lando Norris is right with Verstappen, half a second. I'm sure Lando Norris is going to try and pass. You know what? But look, we already know that Lando Norris is under investigation for not slowing down, and If they do not give Lando Norris a penalty, then it's going to look really bad for FIA. The problem is that if they do give him a penalty, this race is basically done. Because the only guy that can challenge Verstappen is Norris, the only guy. So if they penalize Norris, then that's your race, bro. The race is done. Verstappen won. Carlos Sainz. I have a vibration. So Piastri is complaining about his car having sparks. Front left is what he said. He said front left, right? So his front left tires, he's saying there's sparks. Dude, Lando Norris is staying with Verstappen. The problem with Lando Norris versus Verstappen is a crazy thing, bro. Because they are like, Verstappen has no concern, bro. Verstappen doesn't care, bro. Verstappen will push anybody off the track. Now, of course, he didn't push him off the track, but he definitely made him look like he was about to push him off the track. DRS enabled. DRS is enabled. Norris is going to have DRS. Remember, he didn't even have DRS. Now he has DRS. Lando Norris penalty. 10 seconds. They give low. Alex Albon. Alex Albon hit Magnussen. Alex Albon hit Magnussen. 10 second stop go penalty for Lando Norris. That's the end. That's the race. GG. GG. That's the race. The race is over. Okay, so Verstappen has won this race, boys and girls. I know there's 44 laps remaining. I know there's 40 or 45. Sorry. There's... I do understand that 45 laps have finished. But unfortunately, that is GG. So, Carlos Sainz is now trying to pass Gasly now. It seems like Carlos Sainz is now happy with his car again. Carlos Sainz is happy with his car again. He's now about to try and pass Gasly. Russell's up and so let's just do a quick position check. Even though we know Norris will no longer be an issue for Verstappen. So first place is Verstappen, second is Norris, third is Leclerc, fourth is Piastri. Yeah, I knew if they were not gonna give Lando Norris that penalty, it's gonna look very bad for FIA. No response. Lando Norris goes into the pits. No more Lando Norris, bro. That is it. Hamilton incident speeding when? You see, that's the issue. The issue is that they had to give him the penalty, even though it was going to destroy this race. Okay, so I think this proves now once and for all. Oh, but it actually helps Ferrari. It helps. Where's Carlos Sainz? He's in 6th place. Come on, Carlos Sainz. Your team needs you. Your team needs you to pass Gasly immediately, as quickly as possible. So actually what could happen now, the Constructors' Championship could now actually be even more interesting. So ultimately Lando said, for what is the penalty? For what? He said, and then his team was like, well, you should have slowed down during the yellow flag. They didn't say that exactly, but that's more or less what they meant. So Russell is very close to Piastri, so now Russell can actually do what he wanted to do yesterday because there's no one helping Piastri. No one is helping Piastri. Will Russell be actually able to pass Piastri? I don't know. I have no idea. The only guy with medium tires in the top 8 position is Alonso with medium tires. I think medium tires was the right way to go, man. Verstappen 1 minute 23.3. Dude, this race is boring, and you know why? Because they penalized Lando Norris, man. Lando Norris is in the 15th position. Lando Norris is in the 15th position, bro. They have destroyed his race. You see, this is why if McLaren was on top of things, they would have said, okay, fine, we might have a penalty, let's just give him soft tires. Lewis Hamilton has a drive-through penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Lewis Hamilton. Dude, these penalties are ridiculous. Okay. I think the issue with Formula 1 right now is we've got over-regulation. The regulation is too extreme. It's too much. The regulation is too extreme. Albon and Magnussen are fighting each other. Remember, Albon took that position from Magnussen by pushing him off the track. Albon should get a penalty, but once again, FIA is not on the case. It's like they can't focus on multiple things. That's also an issue. Yeah, so Albon will get a penalty, guaranteed. So they just notified that now they're investigating it. Lewis Hamilton is acting like he's a victim. He is the problem. He is the reason why that's happening. Fastest lap for Lando Norris, 1:22.9. Lando Norris all the way behind. Lando Norris is 10 seconds behind Lawson, bro. Dude, what this race has proven that FIA it's over-regulated. Formula 1 races are over-regulated. This is what FIA has proven. That over-regulation brings problems, and they have now become the problem of a race. FIA has now made races worse by being over-regulative and being the way that they are. Because remember, they have to be like this. They have to follow a standard. And unfortunately, being this way means that they have to penalize you, whether it destroys the race or not. It destroys the fact that they're competitive and the inability to know who's gonna win the final, who's gonna cross the line in first place at the end. Unfortunately, Magnussen takes it. Magnussen passes him, but I believe Albon will still get a penalty. So now Lando Norris is doing fastest lap of the race, 1:22.6 behind. However, I don't think Lando Norris is not going to do anything, bro. They have convinced Lewis Hamilton to keep going instead of turning the car off. So they have told Lewis Hamilton, do not turn the car off, please drive the car. But I don't know why they're letting him drive in last place. That makes no sense. Yeah, the problem is Lewis Hamilton was the greatest when his car was the greatest. I'm saying this only because I'm trying to... Look. Do I believe Lewis Hamilton is better than almost 90% of the drivers on this grid? Yes. Lewis Hamilton is. But Lewis Hamilton was spoiled. Lewis Hamilton was spoiled with the fastest car. The first season he joined F1, he was in the McLaren, a championship-winning McLaren. Back in those days when Lewis Hamilton joined, he was in a championship-winning McLaren. And that is why he was able to be as good as he was, because he always had the best equipment. What I'm saying now is truth. Verstappen was not always in the, like when Verstappen joined, he joined in the Toro Rosso, a car that was not capable of winning the championship. A car that was not a championship winning car, was not a championship winning team. And that is the difference here. Lewis Hamilton doesn't know what it feels like to be in the absolute worst team and then having to fight for everything. Michael Schumacher knows what it is to be in a bad team and fighting for any single point that you can get. Lewis Hamilton does not know that. I'm sorry to say this, but that's just the truth, man. Yes, Lewis Hamilton is definitely right there with Max Verstappen, but he has to have the car. If his car is not fast enough, Lewis Hamilton doesn't care. He loses interest, he loses concentration, he loses potential, he loses the interest to do his best. As soon as his car does not perform well, he loses the interest to do well. And that is going to be a problem for him at Ferrari, because Ferrari is not known to be the best car. And we will quickly find out next year. We will quickly find out, because remember, that's not the only issue. The only issue with Ferrari is not just the fact that their car isn't always the best car. The problem with Ferrari is that their strategy team is sometimes horribly bad. And I'm going to be honest with you when I say this. Ferrari is going to make Lewis Hamilton lose more races before he's able to win. So even if Lewis Hamilton might have a Ferrari that's a fast car next year, like let's say for instance, let's imagine that Ferrari is the best car next year. The problem is, and you will not like it if you're a Lewis Hamilton fan, but this is the truth and this is the reality. You have to understand this, is that if Ferrari has the championship winning car, they will lose him races because of their strategy team. They will. The only two teams that have proven themselves to be championship winning strategy teams is Red Bull and Mercedes. He's leaving Mercedes to go to Ferrari. And Ferrari's strategy team is not known to win championships. And I promise you, even if they are in that position to win a championship and their car is that good, their strategy team will be the reason why they will not be able to do so. Not just the strategy team, the pit crew, all of it combined will be a problem. I guarantee you that will be an issue. That will be the factor that you have to understand. Carlos Sainz has given up passing Gasly, so basically nothing is happening right now. Lando Norris finally passes Yuki Tsunoda. Alex Albon. So Bottas is trying to pass Albon, but Norris is coming through the pack now. Dude, Lando Norris' car is so much faster than that. Like, the fact that Verstappen was able to keep that McLaren behind him is still amazing, bro. It shows you the consistency of Lewis is, he is not capable of taking that car and pushing it to the limit every single lap, but Verstappen is. Verstappen can take his car that is not the fastest car and push it to the absolute limit consistently, and that is the main factor here. Verstappen can do it consistently. Lando Norris is not that guy, man. I do want to see him beat. I do wanted to see Lando Norris try and beat Verstappen, but I knew as soon as they showed that he didn't slow down. Carlos Sainz losing his grip, was it understeering? Carlos Sainz understeering and losing grip, and that is why he lost. Yeah, so Lando Norris is about to pass Albon. I know on screen it shows you that Lando Norris has already passed Albon. I know that. I understand that. But unfortunately, the video footage I'm seeing here is a little bit slower than that. Video footage will be slower than data. Keep that in mind. Dude, this is insane, bro. Lando Norris is about to make a move on Bottas, I guess. I'm looking on my screen instead of looking on the TV, because I'm just trying to see what Lando's doing. Yeah, you know. So Leclerc. So let's just do a quick position check. So Verstappen is first, Leclerc is second, Piastri third, Russell is a fourth, Gasly is in fifth, Carlos Sainz is sixth, seventh is Albon. Seventh is Alonso. Sorry, seventh is Alonso. Zhou New is eighth, Magnussen ninth, 10th is Bottas, Norris is 11th. So Norris 11th, 12th is Albon. So Yuki Tsunoda is 13, Lawson is 14, Hamilton in 15. So now Hamilton is now about to make moves on Lawson. And that's probably why the team told Lewis Hamilton to stay out, because they knew Hamilton could pass Lawson, pass the back markers, and feel a little bit better about himself, basically. Penalty for Albon. Okay, that I already knew. I already knew he was going to get a penalty. Albon was 10 seconds. Woo! 10-second penalty for Albon, bro. I'm just wondering the rules that have been made, because they have new overtaking rules. The FIA have made new overtaking rules. Oh, you went off the track. Lando Norris is pushing really heavily. Lando Norris is now in 10th place. Lando Norris 10th place. He's got a championship point. Gasly is being attacked by Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz is attacking Gasly. Come on, Carlos Sainz, do this, man. I want you to do this. I want it to be a fight for the constructors. Come on. Fastest lap of the race for Lando Norris, 1 minute 22. 1 minute 22.4. I do not believe Verstappen can do anything about the fastest lap of the race. I'm just going to be honest. I don't think he can do much about it. I think what is going on now is that if Verstappen does put the fastest lap, remember there's now two more laps remaining. 2 more laps remaining. Remember, next weekend we've got the final race of the year, final race of the season, Abu Dhabi. Final race of the season. So far, it looks like McLaren, Lando Norris is catching up very quickly because he's already into the points. He's got 1 championship point in 10th place. Now he wants Magnussen. They're showing a replay of Lando Norris. Let's see. Did he make a mistake? I believe he did. Because that is what he does. He makes mistakes. Yep, he went off the track. He made a mistake. Absolutely. Yeah, so Lando Norris is pushing so hard. He's making mistakes. And we all saw this before in Singapore. He could be all the way ahead, all the way in front. He will still make mistakes. You cannot trust Lando Norris to drive a clean. Now look here, I do not want to be in his position. Russell, incident, safety car infringement. Russell, safety car infringement. So if Carlos Sainz passes Gasly, then he can get 4th place. Come on, Carlos Sainz, pass Gasly. Come on, Ferrari, Carlos Sainz, pass Gasly. I want to see this Constructors' Championship being won all the way at the end. And I would love to see Ferrari win the Constructors, because I think it will be so poetic that McLaren couldn't win the drivers and cannot win Constructors. However, remember, it's of course what I'm thinking and what I want to happen, but of course that doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. That doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. That's what I want to happen. Final lap of the race. Remember, next weekend we have Abu Dhabi. Next weekend, Abu Dhabi. So not after 2 weeks. No, this next weekend. Absolutely, this next weekend we will have the Abu Dhabi final race of the season to find out who wins the Constructors. Come on, Carlos Sainz, pass Gasly, man. Stop being so scared, man. Push him. This is very important trust me, if Carlos Sainz wants to show that he is a team player, Norris, fastest lap, even still, 1 minute 22.38. Lando Norris now 1 minute 23.3. 23.38. 1 minute 23.38, right? Yeah, Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen was very quick to say, hey, Lando Norris was gaining on me instead of slowing down as you shoot for those yellow flags. Dude, it shows you, bro. It shows you, these drivers. Max Verstappen is that guy. Okay, Max Verstappen crosses the line at first. He wins. He wins Qatar 2024. He makes zigzag. Dude, Max Verstappen wins the World Championship and then wins the very next race. Who would have thought that, bro? Who would have thought that? Max Verstappen winning the World Championship the previous race, and now he wins this race fair and square. Come on, why couldn't Carlos Sainz pass Gasly, bro? Norris is now still in 10th place. So what is the Constructors? I just want to quickly see what the Constructors Championship is like. I'm very curious to know what the Constructors Championship is. This is very important for the next race. How much is the Constructors Championship decided so far? Does McLaren have it in the bag? I don't think so. I do not think that McLaren has the Constructors Championship in the bag. And that ultimately means that Ferrari has a chance. They have a chance to take it in Abu Dhabi. Driver of the day? So Zoguen, you got driver of the day, bro. Dude, driver of the day is a meme. Driver of the day is a meme. People can vote for whoever they want, and it doesn't even have to be based on anything. Constructors, Ferrari is 21 points behind Mercedes. Ferrari is 21 points behind Mercedes. Ferrari is 21 points behind Mercedes. Sorry, 26 points. I'm saying 21. 26 points. Ferrari is 26 points behind Mercedes. Ferrari is 26 points behind Mercedes. They can still win it in Abu Dhabi. The Constructors' Championship is not yet decided. The Constructors' Championship is not yet decided. I have to be honest, this whole fireworks, this display, especially in the middle of the desert, I don't think is that necessary, but you know what? I guess it is the way it is, right? George Russell penalty! George Russell penalty! Oh my, 5-second penalty, which means he is gonna finish where? According to the commentators there would be no difference there. No difference for George Russell. He will hold on to his 4th place. Hopefully you did enjoy this race. I'll quickly do a position check. Last position check. Verstappen won the race in 1st place. Leclerc 2nd. Piastri 3rd. 4th Russell. 5th Gasly. 6th Carlos Sainz. 7th Alonso. 8th Zhou 9th Magnussen. 10th Norris. 11th Bottas. 12th Hamilton. 13th Yuki Tsunoda. 14th Lawson. 15 Albon. Hopefully you did enjoy this race. If you did, do leave a like, do leave a subscribe. Max Verstappen jumping on his pit crew, almost like he won the World Drivers' Championship for the 2nd time. No, he's already won it. He doesn't have to worry about winning it again. So here we go, boys and girls. If you did enjoy this race, leave a like, leave a subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode. I do look here. There's things that happen in this race I do not agree with, but ultimately what I've come to realize is that there's over-regulation. FIA is over-regulating it, causing an issue. And Max Verstappen greeting his family, and his sister is actually pretty scared, man. Pretty scared of his helmet getting close to them. I'm very happy for Leclerc, man. Leclerc taking second place. At least he got an advantage, man. Very good job from everybody when it comes to making sure that McLaren gets destroyed. And Mercedes got absolutely destroyed, apart from Russell. Russell got that 5-second penalty, but hey, he still holds on to 4th place. So yeah, here we go. Very good job from Verstappen. I have to add, like, I knew as long as Verstappen stays ahead, he should be able to win this race. And Russell lost 2 positions at the start, which is actually insane. Hopefully you did enjoy this as much as I did. Like, look here. The Lando Norris getting the penalty is bittersweet because they have to give him a penalty because they have to be consistent. But that's what I said, it's over-regulation. FIA has become the problem. The problem is FIA. This is what it is, unfortunately. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, do leave a like, leave a subscribe. This is going to be my final time when I say this, and ciao for now.